Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are fine, and today also you are with your notebook and pens in my lecture. Okay, students, in previous lecture we have discussed about interchange of voice, and in that as a sentences wise we have discussed are change the voice. Okay, in that I give you some formulas according to the tenses, and in that we have discussed that how to convert active voice into a passive voice according to these formulas. I hope students, as per my instructions, all of you have noted down all these formulas in your notebook, and I hope all of you have learned also that formulas. Okay. Today also we are going to discuss the remaining part of this lesson, interchange of voice. Okay, and today's our topic is imperative sentences. Means here today we are going to discuss about how to convert the active voice of the imperative sentences into a passive voice. Okay, so students, are you ready with your notebook and pen, as I am going to give you formulas and that sentences? All of you are requested to note down these formulas and sentences. Okay, so our today's topic is imperative sentences. Okay, now look at here the formula of imperative sentences. Verb plus object is equal to let plus object plus be plus past participle of the verb. This is a formula of imperative sentences. Listen students, in a previous some lectures we have discussed about that types of sentences. Okay, and in that types of sentences I told you about the imperative sentence, and I also told you that imperative sentences always starts by verbs. Okay, so in an active voice, what is the formula of imperative sentences? Verb plus object. Okay, verb plus object is a formula in active voice of the imperative sentences. And how it will come into a passive voice? Let plus object plus be plus past participle of the verb. In this way it will convert into a passive voice. Clear everyone? Look at the formula again. Verb plus object is equal to let plus object plus be plus past participle of the verb. This is a formula of a imperative sentence. Okay, in this way we are going to convert active voice of imperative sentences into a passive voice. Okay, so keep in mind formula of imperative sentences. Verb plus object is equal to let plus object plus be plus past participle of the verb. Okay, now let us see some examples. Okay, first example is here, open the door. Okay, first example is here, open the door. Okay, look at here students, which is the object in this sentence. Okay, the door is a object in this sentence. Okay, the door is a object in this sentence, and which is a verb in this sentence students. Yes, absolutely correct. Open is a verb in this sentence. Okay, open is a verb in this sentence. And what is our formula? Let plus object plus be plus open. So look at the answer. Let, what is our object? The door. Let the door, then be, and then past participle of the verb. Open is a verb in this sentence. So what is a PP या V3 of the open? Open, opened, opened. So open the door is converted into a passive voice like this. Let the door be opened. Cleared? Open the door according to the formula let plus object plus be plus V3 या past participle of the verb. Okay, open the door will convert like this. Let the door be opened. Okay, let plus object plus be plus past participle of the verb. Okay, let plus, okay, object plus be plus past participle of the verb. Let the door be open. Okay, now look at here students. Next example, carry it home. Okay, what is our next example? Carry it home. Now listen students, in this sentence which is a object, have you got the object from this sentence? Yes, which one is object in this sentence? Okay, have you recognized? Yes, it is here object, and which is the verb in this sentence? Carry. Okay, which is the verb in this sentence? Carry. Okay, so carry it home. This sentence from active voice, how will come into a passive voice according to the formula? Let then object eat, then be, and then past participle of the verb, which is the verb in this sentence, carry. So let it be carried. Okay, so carry it home is converted into a passive voice like this. Let it be carried. Okay, carry it home is converted into let it be carried. Clear? Understand, students? Now look at the next sentence. Write a letter. Okay, write a letter to your sister. Okay, write a letter to your sister. Now listen, students, which is the object in this sentence? Write a letter to your sister. Have you got the object from the sentence? Write a letter to your sister. Yes. Can you guess which is the object? Yes, I know that you got object, and which is the object from this sentence? Yes, absolutely correct. Object is a letter, and which one is a verb in this sentence, students? Yes, this time also you are correct. Write is a verb from this sentence. Okay, so write a letter to your sister. How will come according to the formula of the imperative sentences into a passive voice? Let plus our object a letter plus be plus past participle of the verb write, wrote, written. Okay, let plus object plus be plus past participle of the verb write, wrote, written, and then remaining part of our sentence. So how the sentence comes here? Let a letter be written to your sister. Okay, write a letter to your sister is converted as per this. Let a letter be written to your sister according to our formula. Clear, everyone? Write a letter to your sister is converted into let a letter be written to your sister. Okay, understand? Now look at the next sentence. Give your hair a good brushing. Okay, give your hair a good brushing. Can you guess, students, the object from this sentence? Can you guess the object from this sentence, students? Yes, I know that you got the object from this sentence. And which one? Yes, you are correct. Good brushing is a object from this sentence. Okay, a good brushing is a object from this sentence. And which one is a verb from this sentence, students? Have you got the verb of this sentence? Yes, you should find the verb from this sentence. Have you got? Yes, I know that you got the verb from this sentence. Which one this is? Yes, give is a verb from this sentence. Okay. Now look at the that sentence into the passive voice. Our sentence in active voice is like this. Give your hair a good brushing. Give your hair a good brushing. In this sentence, give is a verb. Your hair is a subject, and a good brushing is a object. Okay, so how will come? Let plus object a good brushing plus be plus give, gave, given, v3 of a verb, and then remaining part of the sentence, let a good brushing be given to your sister. Okay, let a good brushing be given to your sister. Understand? So give your hair a good brushing is converted like this. Let a good brushing be given to your sister into a passive voice. Clear, everyone, students? So in this way we have transferred the sentences of imperative sentences of the active voice into a passive voice. Okay, uh, let us see another one more time these sentences. First sentence, open the door. In this sentence, open is a verb, the door is a object. Okay, so according to the formula, let plus object plus be plus v3 of the verb, how that it came, that let the door be opened. Okay, let, then object, then be, and then v3 of the verb. Let the door be open. Now next, carry it home. It is translated here, converted into the passive voice like this. Let, then object eat, then be, and then carries, v3 carried. Okay, let it be carried. Now look at the third sentence. Write a letter to your sister. Okay, here write is a verb, a letter is object. How it will come then? Let, object letter, be, then third form of the verb return to your sister. Let a letter be returned to your sister. Now give your hair a good brushing. Here in this sentence, give is a verb, a good brushing is object. So how will come? Let a good brushing be given to your sister. Okay, in this way we will convert the sentences of imperative sentences of active voice into a passive voice. Clear everyone? And do you that remember the formula? You got the formula that verb plus object is equal to let plus object plus be plus v3 form of the verb. Okay, this is a formula of imperative sentences. Okay, now let us see the another type of the sentences, model auxiliary types of sentences. Listen students, as per a tenses, as per a imperative sentences, when there will come the model auxiliary sentences, at that time also you should, when you have the question like convert into the passive voice, okay, for this thing the formula is required. And what is the formula for this? Look at here, subject plus verb plus object is equal to object plus model auxiliary verb plus be plus past participle of the verb plus by plus subject. Okay, this is a formula of these model auxiliary types of sentences, okay, into a passive voice. Look at here. Okay, I can repeat it again. Subject plus verb plus object is equal to object plus model auxiliary verb plus be plus past participle of the verb plus by plus subject. This is a formula of this type of sentences. Clear everyone? Okay, note down this formula. I hope all of you have noted down this formula in your notebook. Okay, and how to note down, already I told you that. Do the boxes for the every formulas, give the heading of the types of that particular sentence, then do the box for the formula, and after that write the sentences one by one. Okay, so formula is subject plus verb plus object is equal to object plus model auxiliary verb plus be plus past participle of the verb plus by plus subject. This is our formula. Now let us see example of these types. Okay, first example, he will give them water from his basin. He will give them water from his basin. Now look at here, he will give them water from his basin. Look at here students. Okay, what is our formula? Object plus model auxiliary verb plus be plus past participle of the verb plus subject. Okay, now look at here. In this first, he will give them water from his basin, which is the subject in this sentence, students. Yes, do you know the subject of this sentence? Which one? Yes, students, which one is the subject from this sentence? Yes, you are correct. He is a subject in this sentence. And most important part, which is the auxiliary verb in this sentence. Okay, what is meant by auxiliary verbs? Already we have discussed. These are helping verbs into the sentence, and it always comes with that. Yeah, sometimes alone come into the sentence, and sometimes with the main verb, these verbs come into the sentence. Okay, so look at here, means in that I told you that what are the auxiliary verbs? Is, am, are, yeah, am, is, are, was, were, okay, have, has, had, can, could, shall, should, may, might, okay, these types of the different auxiliary verbs. Okay, now tell me students, he will give them water from his basin. Just now we got the subject, that is a he. Now tell me which is the auxiliary verb in this sentence, students? Yes, I know you got the answer. Will is here auxiliary verb. Okay, will is here auxiliary verb from this sentence. He will give them water from his basin. In this sentence, will is the auxiliary verb. Okay, now which is the main verb, students? Which one is the main verb in this sentence? Will is the auxiliary verb. Then which is the main verb from this sentence, students? Yes, you are correct. Give is a main verb from this sentence. Okay, give is a main verb from this sentence. So he will give them water from his basin. How it will come? According to the formula, object, which is the object in this sentence, we got the subject, auxiliary verb, main verb. Now tell me which is the object from this sentence, students. Do you know the object? Which is the object in this sentence? Yes, you are correct. That they. Which one is the object in this sentence? Them is here object from this sentence. Okay, which one is object in this sentence? Them is a object into this sentence. Okay, them is a object in this sentence. He will give them water from his basin. Will convert like this. Object will come front into the passive voice they, then auxiliary verb will, then be, then past participle of the verb give, gave, given, and then remaining part of the sentence water from his basin, then by plus subject he will convert into the him into a passive voice. So he will give them water from his basin is converted like this, they will be given water from his basin. Okay, he will give them water from his basin is converted like this, they will be given water from his basin. Cleared everyone? Now, so here object plus that auxiliary verb will plus be plus past participle of the verb plus by plus subject. In this way, according to the formula, we have discussed this sentence. Okay, now look at the next sentence. They should help him. Okay, next sentence, they should help him. Now look at here in this sentence, which is the subject, students. Which is the subject? Yes, they is here subject. Which is the auxiliary verb in this sentence, students? Which one is the auxiliary verb in this sentence? Yes, should is here auxiliary verb from this sentence. Should is here auxiliary verb from this sentence. Help is a main verb and him is a object. Okay, now in the passive voice, how will come? Him will come at the front position as a he, then auxiliary verb should is there, and with the he I used here would. He would then be, then help, 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 main verb V3, then by, then they is converted into the them in a passive voice. Okay, so they should help him is converted like this, he would be helped by them. Okay, they should help him is converted like this, he would be helped by them. Got it? Means object plus that auxiliary verb plus be plus v3 plus by plus subject. So they should help him is converted like this, he would be helped by them. Clear everyone? Okay, now look at the next sentence. You cannot prevent us. Okay, look at the next sentence here. You cannot prevent us. How will come, students? Look at here. You cannot prevent us. Okay, in this sentence, which is the subject, students? Have you got the subject of the sentence? Yes, you. And which is the auxiliary verb? Have you got the auxiliary verb from this sentence? Yes, which one? Cannot. Cannot is here auxiliary verb from this sentence. And which is the main verb? Prevent. And which is the object? Us. Okay. You cannot prevent us in this sentence. You is a subject. Cannot is a auxiliary verb. Prevent is a main verb. And us is a object. So you cannot prevent us is converted into a passive voice like this. Us will come we into the passive voice as a subject. Us will come we as a into a passive voice. Okay, us will come as a we into a passive voice. You cannot prevent us, so we cannot, then be, then prevent, prevent, prevented. Okay, prevent, prevented, prevented. So v3 of prevent is prevented, then by plus subject. So you cannot prevent us is converted like this, we cannot be prevented by you. Got it? Object plus auxiliary verb plus be plus v3 plus by plus subject. You cannot prevent us is converted into we cannot be prevented by you. Clear? Next, he can feed him and clothe him. In this sentence, which is the subject, students, have you got the subject from this sentence? He can feed him and clothe him, which is the subject in this sentence. Have you got the subject? Yes, which is the subject? He is here subject in this sentence. He is a subject in this sentence, which is auxiliary verb, students? Can. Okay, correct. and which is that main verb from this sentence? Feed. This one is also correct. Now, is there only one main verb in this sentence, students? Only one main verb in this sentence? No, we are having two main verbs into this sentence. Feed also and clothe also. Okay, feed also and clothe also. He can feed him and clothe him. Okay, so here feed and clothe both are the main verbs. Can is here auxiliary verb and he is here subject. And what is the him? Him is here object. Okay, now look at here. When him from the active voice comes as a subject into the passive voice, he, then auxiliary verb can, then be, then feed, fed, fed, then and, cloth, cloth, clothed, by plus subject. Okay, so object plus can plus be plus v3 plus by plus subject. He can be paid and clothed by him. Clear, everyone? Now look at the next. I might take up a teacher's job. I might take up a teacher job. Look at here in this sentence, students, which is a subject in this sentence? I. Which is the object from this sentence? Have you got the object from this sentence, students? Which one is object? Do you know the object of this sentence? Yes, absolutely correct. A teacher's job is here object. And which is the auxiliary verb from this sentence? Have you got auxiliary verb from this sentence? Yes, might is here auxiliary verb. And which is a main verb? Take up. Take up is here main verb. So how will come the sentence into the passive voice? I might take up a teacher job will convert into the passive voice like this. A teacher job might be taken by me. Object plus that auxiliary verb plus be plus v3 plus by plus subject. I might take up a teacher job is converted into a teacher job might be taken up by me. Okay, a teacher job might be taken up by me. I is converted into be in a passive voice. Clear, students, everyone? So today we have discussed that, just now we have discussed in this spread about that imperative sentence and auxiliary types of sentences.